So we talk about, a new project. Suppose, you want to start a project. So this is about, making a business plan. Please, focus, just listen to me and don't say anything. Don't ask any questions also at the moment, okay? Only if you don't understand, ask questions, and otherwise just raise your hand because it will get recorded. I don't want that, okay? So let's have a smooth 1 hour kind of understanding of the concept, okay? Once we do practical, you will be able to understand, okay? Fine. So first I'm explaining you the the profile and how we are going to do it. So you want to start a new business, so you make a business plan, okay? So you decide about what you will be doing. Many students, they start with a new company, startups. Okay, so they want to try to find out the value of their firm. Suppose they are taking more money from venture capitalist or from other people. So they also want to understand how much profit they are making from the business. So it helps you in many directions. Okay, to understand how much profitable you are. So in the process, please, in the process, we'll be making the balance sheet, profit loss account, and a cash flow. It will be all Excel driven. The format is there. You have to just punch the numbers, so automatically everything will come out. Okay, so you don't have to do much. Only keep a this thing that you're entering the data correctly. Okay, so you make a mistake, then it can be lead to a problem, but normally it will not lead to any problem. Fine. So that process will start after we understand some basics. So this is a new project. This I have made. Basically, I'm going to start a company, or there is already a company. This is already a company called HP Computers Limited. Okay, fine. So this company is going to start a new, venture to manufacture computers, laptops, desktops, and workstations. So, so this is HPL Computers Limited. So you can give any name to your project. When I'll show you the template, so you can give your own name. So everybody has to give their own name, okay, of the company. Has begun PC manufacturing company in Siri Perambur. कौन सी जगह है? Where is Jobby? So how do you spell it, Anjali? Huh? Sri Perambur. Your place only, na? Somewhere near to this place? Kerala. This is in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Near Chennai. Okay, this is near Chennai. So this expansion is a part of long-term commitment to the Indian market and its effort to serve its partners and customers better. So it's going to expand its business somewhere in Chennai. The plant will manufacture. So you can either think about providing service or making some goods. So here I've assume that I'm a manufacturer of making PCs, desktops, laptops, and workstations. So you are going to make this. Again, for me, why I always choose this kind of a business, because when I started my first job in my life after becoming CA, I joined a company which was making computers way back in 1983. I got 85 rather. Okay, so I got interested in computers, how they are manufactured, and I had gone in a very detailed understanding about how they are managed. That time it was a screwdriver technology. We were importing everything from abroad in something called CKD packs, completely knocked down parts. Okay, and then assemble them and make a computer out of it. So India was not making anything except buying something from abroad, from Japan or maybe other place, which was called CKD packs. Okay, if we imported computers, we were to pay higher import duty. Okay, like if you buy something, please don't talk there. Obviously, सुन लो, बड़ा important चीज है. This is some experience which I'm telling you, which will be great learning for all of you. So please don't interact at the moment. Okay, बिल्कुल pin drop silence होना चाहिए. So so if you import a final product, like suppose if you are importing car from outside. So in those days the duty was 200%. Maybe it is now 25 to 30 or 40%. Okay. So in those days it was 200% if you import a finished product, a product itself. But if you buy, all the things separately or something called CKD pack, which is, they will give you a pack where you open and make it. Like, we used to play games in our childhood and make a, उसको जोड़ के सब बना लेते थे उसका क्रेन व्रेन और सब चीज बनती टॉयज होते थे अगर आपने कभी खेले हो so that's called the completely knocked down kind of a stage of product where you buy that, so duty would be just half of it. Okay, because you'll be some using some parts of your own जिसमें कंप्यूटर को आपको डालना है वो डब्बा जो है वो इंडिया में बनता था. Only apart from that everything was imported, which was hard disk or RAM or processor. So everything was imported. Okay, so you used to only buy all those technological equipments and then assemble them and put in a box and he says it's a PC. Okay. So at that time we started making, PC Junior, then PC, then PC XT, then PC 80, advanced technology, and then now we are having so many new versions, PC, I mean Pentium, and then the whole family has grown over the time, and the new systems are different. Okay, so the plant will manufacture desktops, laptops, and workstations that enable company to meet current and future customer needs while driving greater operational efficiency. Okay, so this is what we are going to manufacture. Now, project is going now. When you start a project, you should know how much you are going to spend. Okay, what will it cost to start the project? So in this case, the project cost was 500 lakhs. Okay, plant and machinery 400 lakhs means 4 crores. Office equipment 40 lakhs. Vehicles 30 lakhs. Maybe a car or maybe a kind of a four wheel which will help me to do business. Okay, furniture and fixture 30 lakhs. So in a very simplified manner, so the cost of the project is 500 lakhs. So you have to assume some cost. So you have to do, when you do it, you can do it very easily in the template which I've given and just do that. Okay, fine. And complete that. After your presentations are over, you can do that. Okay. Or you can even do it even starting today itself, will do something. Project financing. So how you are going to finance your project? Fine. So 100 lakhs you are going to put up. That's equity capital. Okay. आपका अपना जो contribution is promoters contribution or equity capital is 100 lakhs. Either you bring money and bring more shareholders, or promoters going to contribute. So they are going to give 100 lakhs to this business. And the company is going to take a loan of 410 lakhs at 7% rate of interest. Now, whenever you start up a new company, you will not get any loans. Okay, the bank is not going to give you any money on loan because the company, you don't know whether the company will, make profits or not. And about 1% of the startups, only go forward, rest of them fail. Okay, so the banks will never finance you any money. So this is already a company which is doing a business. So it's a profitable company, assuming. So it's starting only just expanding its business. Okay. So 7% loan. The working capital requirement will be met by the company from its profits, what they make. Like, some money will get tied up in receivables, some money will get tied up in, your raw material, finished goods, all that money, which you need as a working capital, that will be financed by company's internal accrual. That means from whatever the company profit it's making, so that will get deployed into the business. Then, this is the investment plan, so which we have already discussed. So there, some timing you can always give, okay? Like, you can gradually, buy equipment as you need. But I have made a very simple, calculation. So everything has been bought right at the beginning, okay? Just to explain, but you can always make it more, more realistic in nature and keep adding equipment as you need, okay? Fine. So here I'm going to buy everything on March 23. I'm going to start the project from April, okay? And I have bought all the equipments. All the money has also come to the business from the partners, from the promoters, as well as the loan. It's all available with the company, and they have bought all the equipments. So you can always make a schedule also when you're going to buy. Then products. What products you're going to manufacture? Desktops, laptops, and workstations. So workstations are like this, okay? You can just put your desktop or a laptop on the tabletop on that. Some people buy where they will be keeping their desktops and laptops. So that's called workstations, okay? So then, this is some kind of project details. You're going to sell, as you start your business, you've decided the selling price of your product, okay? So desktops, you're going to sell at 25,000 rupees, laptops, 50,000, and workstations, 5,000, okay? Cost per unit, I have also given details of the cost. Of course, you may not require, but when you do business, you require it, okay? Fine. So 16,000 rupees will be the cost of a desktop, and some 31,000 will be the cost of the laptop, manufacturing cost, okay? And 3,125 would be the cost of a workstation. So what will be a gross profit? 8,000, 18,000, and 1,800 for each of the product, okay? So markup, that means how much will be your profit margin? 55, 58, 60. Now I've given the formula to calculate the markup here, which I've used, which is 25,000 divided by 16,000. That means the selling price of the desktop divided by the cost per unit minus 1. So that becomes the markup. Fine. So अगर हमने सेलिंग प्राइस लिया उसे कॉस्ट डिवाइड कर ली तो बाकी तो फिर बचा एक को माइनस करा तो उसकी प्रॉफिट ही बचा. So that is 55%, 58%, and 60%. Okay. Fine. Is that clear? Here, what we have taken, like, the selling price of a desktop is how much? 25,000. What is the cost? 16,000. So 25 divided by 16. Okay. एक फिगर आ गई -1 करो तो आपका मार्कअप आ जाएगा. तो दैट मीन्स 45% is your cost and 55% is your profit. I don't think it requires any other explanation. Mr. Yashwardhan, is your name? Use your calculator and just do it and you will find it. Yeah. Okay, hold on. होती है. I also do the same thing what you are saying, okay? But because I'll show you a software where they have taken this calculation base. So that's why I've assumed this only. You can make your own calculation. But the software requires this, so that's why I've calculated. It's a software which is developed in somewhere in US. So they use this formula. Okay, so I have to use this formula only. The observation is right. Okay, fine. Now, this is the cost breakup. Just for understanding, because you're doing a project, you have to make a cost breakup also. What all you're going to spend for manufacture, laptops, desktops, and workstations. For example, your hard disk will be 16,000. You're going to, either buy it from abroad or make it, suppose it's getting made in India, you will buy it from here. And, for desktop also, you need a hard disk, processor, motherboard, RAM, CPU, and some other equipment things, okay? So the total cost, so the breakup is given here, okay? So this is the breakup of, okay, fine. So sometime you will find that these breakups are not needed when we will be doing our soft entry into this thing. So just to make it very realistic, I have done it like this. So you can assume some cost without, but if you want to make it more realistic and you want everything should be there, you can always make the cost breakup also. So I'm giving a cost breakup. Just check whether it's getting recorded. Yes. So now you have to assume, make some assumptions. Okay. Yakshvardhan, please just don't fiddle with your mobile. Keep it down. Everybody, please focus. 100% focus. Everybody's eyes should be on this thing. Fine. सुन लो अच्छी तरह से, because it's going to help you out in your future. It's not like I'm just giving a lecture and it's going to really, help you in your life. Okay. It's something which is very practical also. So assumptions: sales, journal, and administrative cost. Like first, sales personnel remuneration. That means you will be paying 5% of your sales will be the cost of the people whom you are going to deploy. Either you can, make a head count and give them the salaries and work out what will be. So it all has been done. It works out to be 5%. 5% of your sale will be your sales ke logon ka salaries and all. Okay. Fine. So we have made it a 5% will be the cost of sales. Okay. Cost of, personnel required for doing your sales. Other personnel, you'll be needing some more people also. So that will be, around 50,000 rupees. Of course, you can always give a more realistic number. So I've just given some numbers so that we can just work out with that basic information. Then rent and other shop expenses. So you are going to have, a factory where you're going to, either you buy it yourself or you take something on rent. So you're going to manufacture your PCs there. Okay. Or your showroom where you're going to sell, or you're going to your distributors who are going to sell it. So 2,50,000 is the rent which you're going to pay for the premises which you are going to use for your business. Market spends 5%. That means advertisement, publicity and all, 5%. Okay. Other selling expenses, how much it is? 0.25%. Okay. Okay. So 0.25, some other selling expenses. Then administration remuneration, like you're going to hire some person, okay, to do some job. So that will be 1,25,000. Then other administrative cost, 15,000. Then interest on loan, 7% we have already taken. Income tax, 25%. Okay, fine. So these are some basic assumptions. It may not look to be very, very realistic, but just to have some numbers so that we can make a plan, and then we can always fine tune and make it according to, what it should be. Okay, fine. Then, some working capital assumptions. Accounts receivable, you will be giving 1 month credit to your customers. That means your money will be tied up for 1 month. You will going to get after 1 month, whatever you have made a sales for the property month. Inventory, finished goods, 1 month. Raw material, I have assumed nil inventory. So whatever you are buying, it's available immediately and you just, make a final product. So at the end, opening and closing are almost nothing with you. Current liabilities, that means, you are also going to buy some material like, motherboard, hard, this thing and this drive and everything. So you're going to get 15 days credit. So overall, your credit cycle will be 45 days. That means 30 days receivable, finished goods 30, 60 days is tied up, and 15 days you are also tying up for others. So 60 minus 15 is 45. That means your operational cycle is 45 days. When you get the order and when you get your money, it will take 45 days. आपका 45 days तक का inventory and receivables will get blocked. That money will get blocked. Some 15 days money you are also blocking to someone. That's why you're taking 45 days. तो आपका अपना blocking जो होगी वो 45 days की होगी. Okay. Now we make up projected informations. So what I have done is that I have, first I have done is that I have made a business plan input. This is an input file. So before I open, so I'll just show you the template first, which you have to fill. Okay. First we will be fulfilling this only. Okay. So this is already filled. Okay. So I am going to use a new form, this thing, where it is absolutely blank. This is the template. So I'll just share the template with you. Template मैंने share करा आपके साथ नहीं? Okay, I'm just going to share the template. So I'm just going to first, save it and pass this information to you. Okay, why it is not coming? I don't understand. Have you got it? ये जो मैंने अभी आपको नहीं कॉल पॉल में जो दिया था वो टेम्पलेट डाला हुआ मैंने खाली टेम्पलेट है ओके ओके सो अभी मैं दोबारा ट्राई करता हूँ बट एनीवे आई विल जस्ट शो यू फर्स्ट सो इट इज नॉट गेटिंग या तो आपको क्या करना पड़ेगा आप उस टेम्पलेट को खाली कर लो ओके फाइन सो बट दैट टू लेटर अभी हम कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं ओके जस्ट आपको क्या करना है फर्स्ट इट इज लाइक दिस प्लीज हैव अ लुक हियर ओके ओके मैं इसको दोबारा खोलना पड़ेगा एक बार Okay. So, first is assumptions. First is assumptions. Okay. Second is profit loss account. Fine. So, profit loss account will, you have to just enter certain numbers. The moment you enter the numbers, the balance sheet will be automatically made. The cash flow statement will be automatically made. So, what you have to do is you have to make a sales plan. Okay. You have to make how much you are going to take money on loan, which we already know. Then, the capex, what all equipment you have. So, there are only 4 or 5 places where you're going to fill the information. The rest will get auto-populated. Okay. Fine. So, assumption. तो यहां पर आप जो है आपके पास वो आई हुई फाइल तो आप assumption में वो कंपनी नाम को ब्लैंक कर दो तो कंपनी नाम इसमें ब्लैंक आ रहा है ओके कैन यू सी दैट सो यू कैन नेम द कंपनी A B C फॉर एग्जांपल व्हाट्स योर गुड नेम हाँ, शरीन, वो अच्छा सा नाम बताओ जो थोड़ा समझ आ जाए। हाँ, पलक। पलक तो आई नहीं। पलक। सो दिस इज पलक एंड कंपनी। अच्छा नाम तो आपका भी है, लेकिन मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा कैसे क्या क्या लिखूं। ओके, देन इनिशियल फाइनेंशियल ईयर। ओके, सो यू आर गोइंग टू पुट 2023. ओके, दैट यू आर गोइंग टू स्टार्ट द बिजनेस फ्रॉम दिस ईयर. Then from which year, which month? So you have to give a date. Okay, so you can say I'm going to start from April, or you can choose any date you want. Fine, it's up to you. So then currency you have to give rupees instead of dollar. Make it rupee. Okay, fine. So once you have done that, now you're ready to make your plan. Okay, but I'll come to that a little later. Fine. So first we'll come to a file which I have just made. So what I have done is that because the plan is such a big, because it's a a monthly plan. हर महीने का आपको डाल फिगर आपको आएगा उसके अंदर. First 2 years it's going to be monthly, and then balance whatever numbers you want to year. For say for 5 years you're making a 5-year plan. So first 2 years it's going to be on a monthly basis if you see the template, and next 3 years or next 4 years or 5 years it's going to be only yearly. Fine. So since the statements are very large and big, so what I have done, I have made them concise in my business plan inputs. This file. ये खोल लो आप जो मैंने आपको शेयर करी है. So this file is also linked to my business plan. इसको मैंने लिंक कर दिया. यहाँ बिजनेस प्लान को मैंने बनाया और यहां से लिंक कर दिया बिजनेस प्लान टू दिस फाइल. ओके, फाइन. So you'll find that all the data is coming from the business plan itself, which I just showed you. Okay, but some of the information is separate. Like this I have already shared with you. So I'm just going to at the moment I'm going to just bring everything down so that I don't have anything. So everything I'm just pulling down so that we don't have anything on that. Okay. So I'm just using. So open this file, okay, which is your business plan inputs. ये file खोलो. Call file में है. Okay. So we are going to use only this. Okay, so we are again starting. Please have a look. So this is the same thing which I had shown on a PPT. Okay, जो PPT में दिखाया था, कुछ information तो वही आ रही है. The desktops going to selling price 25,000. Workstations, this is the selling price in the first year. Then I have added an installed capacity. Just assume how much you're going to, with all the machines that you have bought, how much you can make. How many desktops, how many laptops, and how many workstations. Okay, fine. Is that okay? So this is the capital structure. Fine. Is that okay? And then the selling price and all that which I've given on a PPT. Then we come to this assumptions. Okay. Then the income statement. So here we'll start from here. Okay, fresh. Is that okay? So we open this sheet which is called income statement. Okay, this is the concise version of the business plan which you are going to make. Okay, so you will be making a link so that this becomes at one place. You know what you are doing. Okay, so you have the year 1, year 2. If you look at the business plan, it is 24 columns. Okay, so I'll just put the last column here. Okay, पूरे साल का एक हर साल का. So first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and fifth year. 5 साल का I made a business plan. Okay, and then I put a selling price of desktops, laptops, and workstations. So every year you're making slight change. So prices are going up every year. Okay, the desktops, first year was sold at 25,000, second year 27,000, third year it is 27,500, then 28,000, then 29,000. Okay, Similarly, laptops, they were sold at 50,000 in the first year, and then gradually you're ramping up the price, okay? Because the input cost is going up, and your competitors are also charging more, so you can always charge more. Otherwise, you can't charge more, even if the costs go up, so your profit margins may go down, but you have to sell more to make more profitable, okay? Normally, that is the kind of a scenario it prevails. So workstations, also the price is going. Now, what I have done is I have gone to the sales unit, desktops. In the first year, I'm going to sell 624 desktops and 240 laptops and 780 workstations. Okay, fine. This I've assumed. This is just a number. Okay. No, I mean this thing that I've assumed I've assumed that this is going to be because I know my installed capacity. I can't, in the first year itself, I can't reach to 100% capacity. And it's my first year of business, so I have to just be around 20 to 30% of my capacity. Okay. So then what I have done is this 1 crore 56 lakhs. Okay. This is the sale of desktop. So how I have right, I can just put a plus sign here and make this 624 just to check the number. Okay. Into this number, selling price. So you get 1 crore 56 just to check. Now this figure is coming from your business plan. You look, there's a link of business plan which is given on the top. Can you see that? So this figure you don't have to punch. This figure get automatically updated whatever changes you make in the business plan. But just to understand, how this figure has come, 1 crore. This is 25,000. If I put my number here and go to formulas and see from where this number has come, this is the number. Okay, is that okay? That means how much you are going to sell, what is going to be a selling price, and what will be your sale of desktops. This thing. But when you're doing your business plan, so every month you have to put some number. Okay. And the overall sale of desktops in the first year should be 624. आपने जो 12 महीने का बनाना, हर महीने में आप कुछ you're going to sell some desktops. So ultimately it is going to be totaling to 1 crore 56 lakhs. Okay. If you want to match with my numbers. Fine. Or if you are making your own business plan, you can do whatever you want. That's up to you. Okay. So I'm just going to, remove this. So is that okay? Have you followed? So 1 crore 56 lakhs. So similarly, desktops, 1 crore 20 lakhs, which means, 240, laptops multiplied by 50,000 laptop price. Is that okay? Fine. Now, workstations, 39,000. Okay. 39,000 कैसे आया? What's your name? हाँ सोनल ये बताओ कि ये जो फिगर है 39 लाख रुपीस, हाउ आई हैव अराइव्ड एट? Just raise your hand if anybody knows. A lot of people know it. I mean. Those people who don't know, please raise your hands. तो फिर कर क्या रहे हो यहाँ, किस लिए आए हो? अब मैं दो चीजें बताई है ना आपको. अब बताया मैंने आपको लैपटॉप और डेस्कटॉप का कैसे आ रहा है. तो सेम थिंग अप्लाइज टू वर्क स्टेशन. सो व्हाई यू आर नॉट लिसनिंग देन? ओके, सो प्लीज लिसन. ओके, सो टेल मी यश, कैसे, हाउ इट वी हैव अराइव्ड? 5,000 workstation will be sold with a cost price of, sorry, 5,000. You give me two numbers, multiplication, what will be that? 780. So 5,000 multiplied by 780 is your figure of 39 lakhs. It's as simple. Don't give me the full, answer sheet. Just tell me how we have arrived mathematically. But that's all I want. If you know which figure to multiply, and then, that's enough that I know what is the background. Okay, fine. So similarly, for second year, I have done that. Okay. Why I have made a sheet here? Because that business plan, if you just go and visit the business plan, अगर आप business plan देखोगे तो it is humongous. It's big size. Okay, I'll just show you. Okay, so let's go to this thing. Okay, the sales plan. So everything has been put in the sales plan. Please focus, because you're not listening. That's why the problem is there. What's your name? हाँ, विकास. ठीक है, कोई. So please, अब उसको please listen. I'm telling you. So I'm going to ask you another question. अगर नहीं आंसर दिया तो 0 marks, class participation. So please, anybody, okay, just listen. I'm going to ask questions. If you don't, it's your class participation exercise at the same time I'm conducting. Okay. So the sales here. Okay. Sales April, May, you go to the first month, April 23, we started the business, okay? So the sales of desktop, laptops, and workstations. So this I have assumed here, I am assuming that, first month the sale will be 8 lakhs, then 9 lakhs, then 10 lakhs, then 11 lakhs, then 12 lakhs, then 13 lakhs, 14. So I'm gradually ramping, okay? So it's coming to 1 crore 56 lakhs. Is that okay? वही फिगर आपको बिजनेस इनपुट में मिल रही है, क्या एक कॉलम में मिल रही है. Here we have 12 monthly columns, so I've just put it one place so that it looks comparatively very easy to understand. Okay. Now look at the second year. Second year also is all 24 months. So the figure is year two sales of desktop is 3 crore 24 lakhs. So if you just look at the plan here, it is 3 crore 24 lakhs, isn't it? तो पहले 2 साल जो है that's monthly basis. But as we go in the third year, then it becomes easy game. Only yearly numbers have been populated. Is that okay? Have you followed? Okay. So let's come back to that's why there was a need to have a separate sheet which controls everything. This is to just control, okay? Fine. So that I remain in command with what I'm doing there. Fine, because it's a large data, so much of data, monthly basis, balance sheet, profit loss account, cash flow, everything is in a very detailed fashion, okay? So I've just kept only the last yearly numbers I have captured in this sheet, just to make my job easier, so that I understand. Is that okay? Now, that means my sales in the first year is going to how much? 3 crore 15 lakhs. I'm just going to write all. And the second, so first year, my sales is going to be 3 crore 15 lakhs. So whosoever is coming late, उसके लिए तो मस्ट है प्रोजेक्ट. जो लोग बैठे हुए सुबह से, वो तो बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है, उनको आप बना लेना, मैं देखूंगा, देख पाऊं. But like what's her name? Ashvi. This project you have to do it and share with me if you want to pass the exam. Otherwise, you will remain in this year only. So sales 3 crore 15 lakhs. So whatever you have missed, you can watch the video. Okay, fine. So 3 crore 15 lakhs is first year sale. Second year 8 crore 18 lakhs, and third year 10 crore 21 lakhs. Fourth year like this. So sales I have kept at the 5 year. Is that okay? Now the cost. The cost is, the markup is, I've already told you the markup. So based on that, my total cost will come for each year. Okay. What I have done is, you go to the business plan, full business plan here. Okay. Now here, you don't have to work out the cost yourself. It will come automatically. What you have to do is, you just go here and put up the column here, markup. The moment you put markup, everything will get automatically populated. Your cost of goods sold will get automatically populated. You don't have to worry about it. Just you have to fill up this column, which is AN column, which is right at the end of the 10th year. Okay. The moment you put up what is my markup here, your cost will get populated. ये जो figure आपकी आ रही है यहाँ पर, ये cost of goods sold, ये automatically आ जाएगी. Okay. Fine. This figure I have not done. So all the figures which are in blue, ये जो blue है, ये मैंने खुद डाली है. These figures I have put myself. All the figures which are coming in black, this is done by the template itself. Okay? Hanji? हाँ. Whatever, you're a software guy, understand. Okay, ठीक है. मैं नहीं देखता इन चीजों को, बाकी तो मैं, हाँ, बाकी अच्छी बात है, तुम्हें पता है बारे में. Okay, please hold on. Okay, so is that okay? Is that okay? So now we go back to the plan. Now this is your cost. So you will get a gross profit ultimately. आपका जो sale है कितनी है? 3 crore 15 lakhs, and this is your cost of goods sold, which will get auto populated the moment you enter the margins. Okay, and this is your gross profit, which is basically your this minus the last number. So gross profit, so automatically आपको पता है कि जितनी मेरी sale है, if you minus the total cost of goods sold, you will get the gross profit. Is that okay? So this automatically come up. Okay. Then we come to all these costs. I've showed you the assumption sheet. 5% is your sales and administrative personnel cost. Okay. Which we have seen the, that first slide, or even in this, I've given what is your sales and personnel expense is going to be 5% of your sales. So if you look at the formula will be actually sales into 5%. You will get this number. So if you go to the, the here, so if I go to profit now, if you come to the profit loss account, okay, now all the numbers which are coming in blue, they are, punched by me. Fine. Sales, ये number कैसे आया? Look at C6 into 5%. So this number sales, okay, I'll just show you. ये sales है. Okay, so I'm putting my cursor here. I'm saying formula. So this is this. Okay, look at the formula. Sales, 5% मैंने अपने आप से डाला इसके अंदर assumption. Is that okay? So automatically this figure will come here. Fine. But this has been punched by me, okay? But I have just put the formula. Is that okay? हाँ पंकज हाँ ठीक.
I don't understand how do we compute the cost of goods sold from the desktop?
I have just told you.
Don't understand.
Huh?
I don't understand.
It's nothing to, I mean, इसमें कोई ऐसा complicated चीज नहीं थी. That means you're not focusing yourself. Okay, I'll just show you it again. Okay, don't worry. It happens at times. Okay, just hold on. I'm going to tell you. Okay. Now, and many of the students might have not understood. They're not asking. But anyway, I'm just going to tell. So, cost of goods sold में क्या करना है आपको? आपको sales plan में, you have to go to the sales plan. Okay, go to sales plan and this thing. Just go to the sheet and see if you're not understood. So the sales plan में आपको sales number जो है ये डालने हैं खुद. This is punched by me. देखो ये देखो 8 lakhs, 7 lakhs, 3 lakhs. This I have put because ultimately I know I want to make a total sale of 1 crore 56 lakhs of desktops. So I have to arrive at that number because my business plan says इतना मुझे sale करनी है. Okay. Now the cost of goods sold. Okay. So cost of goods sold में desktop की figure आ रही है कितनी? 5,16,000. It is not in blue. That means it has been auto-populated. Computed by the system, by the software. Okay, so how I have done, I just moved to the 10th year because this is a 10-year projections which you can make. Though I have limited to myself to 5 years, but you can make 10-year projections. Here, you have a markup column, AN column markup. Okay, where I have put the markup in the, if you see the assumption sheet, okay, which I have calculated the markups. Okay, so the markup of desktop is 55%. Markup. Okay, and markup of
55% of what sales.
अरे मैंने दिखाया तो था आपको, तब तो आपने क्वेश्चन पूछा नहीं. हाँ, I'll just show you the. So in my, इससे पीछे ये इस स्लाइड पे देखो पंकज. The markup is coming, that is the profit margin is coming 55%. How I have done it? I have taken, for example, for desktop, the selling price is 25,000 divided by the cost. Okay, -1. So balance is your profit, isn't it? जो आपकी टोटल सेलिंग प्राइस है, अगर उसको कॉस्ट से डिवाइड कर दूं मैं और -1 कर दूं, so that becomes your margin.
So 45% COGS होगा.
हाँ, 45% is your, हाँ CGS होना चाहिए. हाँ, you are right, absolutely right. हाँ, you are absolutely right. Okay, what you are saying is 45 should be the, and rest should be the markup. Okay, fine. So they have calculated. Okay. So what they have done is that you have to just put up the markup here, and they will do the 45% calculation तो automatically करी हुई है. Answer सही है. Okay, but you have to just put up the markup here. The moment you put up the marker, okay, you can always check, verify. You just verify. It will be coming 45% of sales. You can.
It's not coming down 45. That's what I'm saying.
अच्छा, it is coming what 55%.
It's coming 3,60,000.
परसेंटेज कितना आ रहा है?
45%.
45% आ रहा है ना. हाँ, तो 45% is your cost ना. 55% is your margin.
I'm calculating 45% in the sales of desktop.
नहीं, उससे नहीं आएगा आपका. ऐसे कैलकुलेट करोगे सेल का 45 करो, ऐसे नहीं आएगा. Just hold on with this process. At the moment, just park your question, okay? Fine. Because I also got into this tangle as you are getting into it, and I was not getting it. But but that means we have not understood the formula correctly. That is the problem. So once you understand the formula, because normally, the way we think and the way the Americans think, they're totally different. Okay. So they have tuned the formula according to the understanding, which is absolutely right. Only because we are tuned to certain way of calculating the profit margin. Okay. So let's get back. Okay. Assume at the moment that this cost of goods sold is okay. Don't, challenge the formula. Okay. Don't say that the formula is wrong or right or whatever. Think that whatever is the formula, you're getting the cost of goods sold. Okay. Fine. Isn't it? Then you can later on, go to the formula and check your calculation yourself. अभी आप हरेडली आप चेक करोगे तो आपको वही निकलेगा जो आपने निकाला है और मैंने भी ऐसे निकाला था मुझे भी लगा ये तो गलत है ऐसा नहीं है ओके फाइन इज दैट ओके ओके सो दिस इज योर कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड सोल्ड ठीक है अब हम वापस आते हैं so sales personal expenses so please go along with me if you just get stuck up in something you can always clear that after we have finished it okay fine agar kuch samajh mein nahi aa rahi jaise though of course his objection was absolutely right and it is a right this thing even I also got stuck up first be in the flow okay अगर कोई आपको समझा कि ये फॉर्मूला नहीं हो रहा कोई बात नहीं बाद में समझ लेंगे बिकॉज देन देयर इज ऑल उसके बाद भी आप चेक कर सकते हो फर्स्ट अंडरस्टैंड अदरवाइज यू विल मिस आउट व्हाट वी आर डूइंग इन द क्लास डोंट गेट स्टक अप ऑन समथिंग विच यू आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द फॉर्मूला टाइप परसेंटेज वो कैलकुलेशन नहीं समझ आ रही वो तो बाद में भी कर लेंगे ना हम समझ लेंगे उसको ओके फाइन सो अदर पर्सनल एक्सपेंसेस 50,000 okay I'll just tell you one thing okay so let's resume so let's quickly now do it okay so that was just to understand that is the way because whenever the question is in a mind it will not allow you to move further and your mind will get blocked with that question okay so please just keep that question aside and start listening okay now ये एक्सपेंसेस हमने डाल दिए इसके अंदर रेंट 2,50,000 मार्केटिंग कॉस्ट 5% अदर सेलिंग कॉस्ट एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कॉस्ट ये हमने जो जितनी थी ना वो कॉस्ट हमने जो ली हुई थी वो डाल दी इसके अंदर which was given in our assumption sheet is that okay it doesn't mean that you can't ask question you can ask question I'm just saying that unless you do not understood what I said ask that question which is basic one okay so अब मेरा यहाँ पर क्या आ गया टोटल खर्चे all these expenses 15 lakhs is your sales expense other office expense rent जो मैंने अपने assumption sheet में दिखाई थी वो डाल दी यहाँ पर okay and this is my and if I trace the precedents so this is my cost is that okay then when I remove this so then we'll have the number EBITDA that means my sales all my cost of goods sold all my expenses direct expenses जितने भी खर्चे थे वो सब कर दिए ठीक है अब मेरे पास आ गया EBITDA is that okay EBITDA is what your the sales minus your gross profit minus your this thing so ये कैसे निकला है let's see your gross profit minus your SGA expense which is called selling general and administrative expenses okay fine I just removed then depreciation so now depreciation is automatically calculated I'll just show you कैसे निकालिए I'll just go to the template here this is important for you to understand तो हम क्या करते हैं यहाँ कैपेक्स प्लान एक ये कैपेक्स प्लान डाल दिया यहाँ पर फाइल देयर इज अ कैपेक्स प्लान फाइल कैपेक्स करके एक फाइल है उसको खोल लो खुल गई आपका लैपटॉप नहीं है आपके पास अच्छा ठीक है ओके सो नाउ पुट ये जो ब्लू वाली फिगर है ये आपने डाली हुई है 4 crore प्लांट ऑफिस इक्विपमेंट 40 lakhs vehicles 30 lakhs and 30 lakhs furniture so this was given in the assumption sheet you just put and give the life of the asset यहां पर आपको ये लाइफ देनी है 10 years 5 years 3 years okay so आपने चूज कर दिया कि प्लांट एंड मशीनरी की लाइफ 10 years है okay so you have to just assign the life of this thing now life of office equipment I have said 3 years अब कंप्यूटर तो 3 साल के बाद रिप्लेस करने पड़ते हैं तो आपने 3 साल आप जितनी लाइफ दोगे उसके हिसाब से ऑटोमेटिकली डेप्रिसिएशन कैलकुलेट होकर आ जाएगी द मोमेंट यू असाइन द पीरियड आई जस्ट शो यू और ये करने के बाद फिर ये यहां पर आ जाता है ये आता है 10 ईयर डेप्रिसिएशन ये देखो ये ऑटो पॉपुलेटेड यहां पर सिर्फ फिगर दे रहा है वो आपको ये 10 ईयर डेप्रिसिएशन 4 crore 5 year depreciation this okay now at the bottom if you go you will have the depreciation ये फिगर This is the depreciation on the new assets. Okay, fine. अब जैसे पहले साल की total depreciation कितनी है? 59,88,889. Okay, so this is, you will find this figure automatically coming here. 59,88,889. Is that okay? Fine. So depreciation करने के लिए you have to enter all the equipments which you are going to buy and give the number of period, what is the useful life of those assets. The moment you enter that, you will get the depreciation auto-populated in your profit loss account. Okay. So then first year, the company has made a loss because अभी company शुरू हुई है. They are just working on a very low capacity. So EBIT is negative. Interest is the loan which you have taken, 7%. तो इसके लिए क्या करना पड़ता है? We go back to, you know, this sheet, okay, and कैपेक्स हो गया, फाइनेंसिंग. फाइनेंसिंग, या हु सेड फाइनेंसिंग? हाँ ठीक है, फाइनेंसिंग में जाना आपको. अब फाइनेंसिंग में आपको जो करना है, तो आपने, इफ यू रिमेंबर, यू हैव टेकन अ 4 करोड़ लोन्स. ओके, सो यू हैव टेकन अ 4 करोड़ लोन. So what I have assumed that you have taken a 4 crore loan in the month of March, and then another 10 lakh loan in the month of April. So overall loan was 4 crore 10 lakhs. So I have assumed that you have taken major of the loan in the first March itself and some more in the 10 lakhs. I'll tell you why I had taken 10 lakhs, only 10 lakhs in the first month, because I was getting negative cash. So to take out the negative cash, I just added another 10 lakhs and then changed my, this thing. Then, the rate of interest. So यहाँ पर आपको rate of interest डालना है. यहाँ जैसे ही आपने यहाँ rate of interest डाला, go to, the bank loan 1. So you have taken only one loan, and go to the column, row number 44. Okay, so row number 44 of the financing, the bank base rate is 7%, and automatically the interest will be coming here. हर महीने का interest निकल जाएगा. So go at the end and you have 28,70,000 as interest. Have you followed? Any questions here? Have you followed? So, नहीं समझ में? No issues. Okay, no issues. So please focus. You will understand. Otherwise, if you just miss out something, so you will raise your hand कि दोबारा बताओ. Of course, you can watch the video. Okay. Otherwise, we have to actually complete it before the time goes off. Okay. So in another 10 minutes, we are going to do it. Okay. So then, if you go to the profit loss account and see the interest cost. Okay. यहाँ देखो ये depreciation automatically आ रही है जो हमने दिखाई थी. Depreciation आ गई यहाँ पर 59,88,000 प्रॉफिट लॉस में. और फिर हमने इंटरेस्ट देखा यहाँ पर. इंटरेस्ट जो है वो यहाँ आ जाएगा कहीं. इंटरेस्ट कहीं दिखाई दे रहा है आपको? हाँ, इंटरेस्ट ये रहा 28,70,000. Go to the profit loss account. Okay, P&L account. So you will find interest and depreciation are getting populated by just depreciation. If you put the number of years and the amount, depreciation आ जाएगी. And give the loan in your financing this thing file, how much loan you are going to take and the percentage automatically आ जाएगी. Okay, fine. Is that okay? अच्छा क्या हुआ? Okay, अभी क्वेश्चन पूछने बंदर में बंद हो गई है. ओके, डोंट वरी, बाद में पूछना आप. अच्छा, जब एक बार सुन लो उसके बाद सारे क्वेश्चन रेडी रखो आप. ओके, नाउ वन मोर थिंग, गो टू द बैलेंस शीट. गो टू द बैलेंस शीट प्लीज. Go to the balance sheet. If you remember, 1 crore was the equity, capital. Okay, so वो हमें एंटर करनी पड़ेगी. देखो मार्च 23 हमने बैलेंस शीट देखते हैं. अगर मार्च 23 की बैलेंस शीट देखें, अभी बिजनेस शुरू नहीं हुआ, तो आपके पास 4 करोड़ लोन है. Okay, 1 crore the promoters have given. So how much should be your bank balance? 5 crore. So this is actually cash and bank balance. You can change the name cash and bank balance कर सकते हो. ये cash है. Cash means cash lying with the bank or cash in hand. Okay, 5 crore. So from where this 5 crore is coming? Long term loans 4 crore. Fine. This is auto populated. देखो ये सब black color में है. You're not doing anything. Only the number which you are putting is the share capital here. Fine. जो share capital है वो यहाँ आपने enter करनी है in the balance sheet. So the moment you do, you will find the total assets and liabilities are equal. Okay, and then just keep checking here. ये जो last column है, this is very important. Just have a look here. Are assets and liability equal? ये automatically true बोलेगा. अगर आपने कोई गलती नहीं करी तो इसका मतलब ये सही बता रहा है. आपकी liability और assets जो है बराबर होंगे. Okay, fine. So कोई difference है? कोई difference नहीं. The moment you get this true 0 0, ऐसे true या false ही देखोगे तो उसी पर आ जाएगा. So true means that you are not making any mistake. Okay, fine, and you will have automatically your profit loss and account balance sheet made. So just to finish this, go back to, the business plan. So then, we have interest, then EBIT, then tax. So first year there is no tax liability because there's a loss. So this becomes your profit. Okay, fine. ये आ गया आगे. अच्छा, अब मैं आपको हरिडली आई एम गोइंग टू शो यू द बैलेंस शीट हियर. सो बैलेंस शीट भी वहां से मैंने इसको कंसाइड करी हुई है. तो पहले साल में आपके पास यू आर हैविंग कैश इन बैंक बैलेंस इज 5 करोड़. Before you started the business, you had 4 crores as a loan, 1 crore from equity capital, and your balance sheet was tied up. So similarly, automatically your balance will be coming. Cash and bank balance end mein aaya because you have bought all the equipment, everything. Only 11 lakhs is left with you. You are doing sales also. Fixed assets after depreciation figure aa rahi hai. This is, automatically I have linked this sheet to my business plan. So it is drawing all the information from there, and you are finding that all your balance sheet is tying up. Is that okay? ये सब आपकी बैलेंस शीट टाइप है. नाउ इज द लास्ट स्टेटमेंट विच इज कॉल्ड द कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट, विच इट नाउ दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. इसको मैं इसके बाद हम ब्रेक रखेंगे. ओके, नाउ कैश एट द बिगिनिंग फाइन इज 5 lakhs एंड इट इज कमिंग डायरेक्टली फ्रॉम द बिजनेस प्लान इटसेल्फ. बिजनेस प्लान से मैंने कॉपी कर दिया. फिर नेट इनकम फर्स्ट ईयर में 58 lakhs इज द लॉस. यू कैन जस्ट सी द लॉस हियर. द फर्स्ट ईयर वाज द लॉस. Okay, go to the profit loss account. 58 lakhs ये आ गया आपका लॉस. जस्ट सी कॉलम नंबर N, सॉरी कॉलम नंबर N, रो नंबर 45. ओके, 58 lakh 14,592 का लॉस है पहले साल में. विद वट एवर यू हैव सोल्ड. ओके, योर sale was less, your depreciation interest is very high, your expenses are there, you're not able to cover up and meet all the expenses. Okay, 58 lakh is a loss. So if you look at here, 58 lakh is loss. अभी मैंने जो पहला बनाया है इसमें वर्किंग कैपिटल मैंने टच नहीं करा. नेक्स्ट लेवल में वर्किंग कैपिटल ऐड करेंगे जस्ट टू सो दैट यू अंडरस्टैंड. सो दिस इज विदाउट एनी वर्किंग कैपिटल, assuming that the company doesn't have any working capital. I've worked the statement at the moment. Okay, no inventory, no debtors, nothing. Whatever you are selling, money you're getting on that basis. Okay, whatever you're buying, it is getting consumed. Nothing is left as finished good inventory, raw material, anything. Okay, so then adjustments. अब हम करते हैं adjustments. So depreciation is to be added back. Whatever loss you have made, उसमें हम depreciation add कर लें और interest add कर लें. So you get cash from operations. So अगर आपने देखा होगा तो cash flow होता है, उसके 3 parts होते हैं. Cash flow from operations, cash from investment activity, cash from financing activity. Have you all done this?
Yes, sir.
So whenever you make a company's, cash flow statement, so they will make 3 parts of the cash flow. One, आपके business से what was your cash flow? Okay, from business how much cash you earned. Then you made some investment, you bought plant and equipment, machinery, उससे जो cash outflow हुआ. If you sold some old equipment, that will be inflow of cash. Similarly, investment, how you finance your activity. You got from where you got the share capital. From you have taken a loan, so that will be coming in a financing activity. So all the information is broken into 3 cash flows. Okay, so this is cash from operation के लिए क्या होता है हमें, क्योंकि हमें depreciation is basically not a cash expense, so this is added to the net income, and interest is shown in the financing activity. So that's why here it is added and shown as a cash outflow in your financing activity. यहाँ माइनस आ रहा है, यहाँ प्लस आ रहा है, ये देखो. Is that okay? Okay. So cash flow from operations 30 lakhs 44,000. So your company has generated cash from operations, but cash from investment activity they spent 5 crores buying all equipment, machinery and everything. And then bank finance, you took a loan of 4 crores in the March, another 10 lakhs in April, and then interest on borrowings, which is again a financing activity. So your financing and investment activity in the first year were all basically leading towards a negative figure because you had paid interest, okay, but you have taken only 10 lakh rupees of loan. So यहाँ minus हो गया, यहाँ ये हो गया आपका. Now, which means your decrease in cash is 4 crore 88 lakhs. आपका 5 crore का balance था beginning में, ये देखो. This was your bank balance at the beginning. This is when you started in the month of April. So you had 4 crores of rupees lying in a loan account and 1 crore share capital. So you had 5 crores with you, okay. Then during the year, this was what all happened, and ultimately there was an outflow of 4 crore 88 lakhs net cash from operations plus if you just take the the formula here. So this is basically all the 3 cash provided by operations, cash used for investment activities, cash provided or used for financing activities. फाइनेंसिंग एक्टिविटी में पैसा लग गया, पैसा जो था इन्वेस्टिंग में लग गया, कुछ पैसा ऑपरेशन से आया, तो ओवरऑल आपका 4,88,00,000, 4,88,00,000 has flown out of the business. So that means your cash balance is 11,74,000. Okay. Now, when you do this and you find that cash and bank balance is becoming negative, don't worry. You can say cash and bank balance oblique overdraft. Maybe that you have taken some money from the bank as overdraft also. Fine. But here I have not shown any overdraft. Okay. So I just remove this. So this is your cash flows. Is that okay? Have you followed? So